truth is, you already know exactly what you need to do to improve your life. Going to the gym, cutting back on screen time, working on your craft, you should be doing it. But let's be real, knowing what you should do and actually doing it are two completely different things. We say it to ourselves all the time. I should go to bed earlier, I should be making more money, I should go talk to that girl. But what if I told you that this exact mindset, the I should mindset, is the very thing that's keeping you stuck, that is disconnecting you from what you actually want and replacing it with obligation, guilt, and pressure. And the worst part, we don't even realize we're doing it. Imagine you're catching up with a close friend when suddenly they hit you with something out of left field.
That's crazy, man. Wow. Dude, you should probably lose some weight.
Instantly, you feel defensive, even rebellious, because who are they to tell you what you should do, what you have to do? But in reality, we're doing this to ourselves every single day. And when we tell ourselves, I should, it's no different from being criticized or nagged by someone else. It doesn't inspire us, it doesn't motivate us, it makes us want to do the opposite, because we don't like being controlled, even by ourselves. So when we try to stay consistent with what we know is good for us, it starts to feel like we're scooping dog poop. When I was 18, I was working as a busser part-time at this breakfast restaurant on the weekends. But my mom, like any decent parent, trying to make sure their child knows hard work, wanted me to make more money. You should be working more. Okay, my mom's gonna hate that voice, but next thing I knew, she set me up for an interview at a dinner restaurant. I sheepishly went along with it because I felt like I didn't have much of a choice at that point. Before I knew it, I was working 2 part-time jobs while also doing school and soccer. Sure, I made much more money, but every second of it, I dreaded. I lasted 2 months at that dinner restaurant before I finally quit. And what was worse, I felt guilty for feeling that way, both before I quit and after. I even resented my mom for a little bit, all because of should, all because I felt like I had no choice. Because should implies obligation. It's not a choice, it's a command of your expectations. And what happens when we feel like we're forced to do something? Resentment, resistance, guilt when we don't do it. It creates a loop we trap ourselves in. And that loop is exhausting. Not only that, but a lot of things that we think we should do, we never even stop to ask ourselves if we want to do them. We inherited them from society, from family, from expectations. Like the student who went to college just because they felt like they should, only to end up in a career they hate. Like the person who grinds at a job that they don't like because they feel like they should be making more money. Should makes us feel like we're in control. But in reality, it's actually taking control away from us because we're not making decisions based on what we actually want. We're making them based on fear, pressure, and obligations. Here's the truth. Most of the things that you say you should do, you actually want to do. You want to be in shape. You want to make more money. You want to build something meaningful with your life. But should is destroying that desire. It's turning what you want to do into an obligation. And when something feels like an obligation, we resist it. The attitude towards it shifts completely. Think about customer service in a retail store or at a restaurant. If you watch them interact, both with you and other guests, you can tell almost always who actually wants to be there and who's just showing up because they have to. The energy is completely different. And at some places, you might not even see anybody want to be there. And the same thing applies to everything in life. If you want to be consistent, if you want to enjoy the things that matter to you, you have to want to be there. Because the truth is, no one is forcing you to do any of these things, not even work. No one is making you go to the gym. No one is making you work on your goals. And no one is making you improve your life. It's all a choice. And that's where everything shifts. Instead of telling yourself, I should go to the gym, say, I want to go to the gym. Instead of, I should work on my passion project, say, I want to work on this. This small shift in language changes everything. It removes the pressure. It reminds you that you choose to do these things, that you're not being forced, that you have control. And sometimes you'll realize you don't actually want to do certain things, that they don't align with you and what you value. And that's just as powerful because it gives you more control over your time and energy. When you take control back, resistance disappears, motivation returns, and suddenly doing the thing doesn't feel like a chore. It feels like a desire. So here's 3 steps how you actually apply this to your life. Replace should with want. I challenge you to do this for an entire day. Just one day, see how it changes your perspective. Anytime you say, I should, replace it with, I want. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Do I truly want this, or do I just think I'm supposed to? Will this help me become the person I want to be? If no one judged me, would I still choose this? Find the feeling behind the action. Instead of just focusing on what you need to do, focus on how you'll feel when it's done. Because here's the thing, when you want to do something, you will do it. You don't need motivation. You won't always need discipline, although sometimes you'll need it more times than others. you'll just do it. And that's the real key to consistency. The life you want isn't built on guilt. It's not built on pressure. And it's definitely not built on shoulds. It's built on choices. It's built on clarity. It's built on actually wanting the things you say you want. So if you take anything from this, let it be this. No one's coming to force you to change your life. Stop saying I should, start saying I want, and watch what happens next. If you found this video valuable, hit the like button. It really helps me out a lot. And if you want more content like this, consider subscribing. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. Otherwise, yeah, just go out there and do what you want to do that you know is good for you.